Good morning, Grace Church. It's amazing to me how fast the weeks go by. I feel like it was just yesterday I was doing another video welcoming you to another Sunday and letting you know, like always, that I'm excited for today. And it's just amazing how quickly time can roll on by. It's quick to sometimes even leave us behind because of how quick it goes. And I want you to know that it's important for us to redeem the time. It's important for us not to just let it roll on by, because God has given us a purpose. He's given us a purpose to serve Him, to love others in His name. I was listening to a podcast this week, and the guys were talking about how does God manifest Himself? How does God show up? How does God interact with the world around us? And they were kind of tracing it all through the Bible and all the examples that we have. And what they came up with was that the vast majority of the time, God shows up through people. That so often the work of God is not this massive, miraculous, supernatural intervention, but it's God using us, God using His people in everyday situations to do remarkable things, using remarkable people to do everyday things. It's just Him working through how He's made us, how He's wired us to accomplish His purposes. So when God seeks justice, which He does, the Bible tells us that. When God seeks justice, so often it's not Him, shooting down a comet on somebody's head who's done wrong, but it's God's people doing the things that God has called us to do to serve justice, to serve righteousness, to be that redemptive force in the world where wrongs are taking place that He expects us to step in, where people are being victimized. We help restore them. We share the life that He's given to us with others. And that's what we've been talking about in this series, this idea that we are charis. Remember that Greek word for grace. We are grace. We're God's grace to the world that He's called us to. In the midst of it all, we have the joy and the opportunity to gather together to worship Him, to encourage one another. And that's what we're going to do this morning. It's another day to be His church. I hope you're excited, because I am. Let me read just a couple verses for you from the book of Psalms. This is chapter 33, and we read this. Our soul waits for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. For our heart is glad in Him, because we can trust in His holy name. Let your steadfast love, O Lord, be upon us, even as we hope in You. This is what we get to do. We get to hope in the Lord. We get to celebrate that hope. We get to share that hope with others. Excited to connect again with you in person, if you're able to do that, or virtually online, Facebook or YouTube. And it's gonna be good, because God's people are coming together and we're gonna celebrate. We'll be seeing you real soon here. And I want you to know, just as a little side note, the vision team that we have here at the church was able to get together again with Assist Church Expansion, our partnering agency there. And we worked with other churches around the country that are in the same process as us, as we're realigning who we are and looking ahead to the future. And I'll let you know, we've got a proposed date for a real celebratory relaunch of what we're doing. We've been working towards it. Again, it can seem like time just keeps rolling by and leaving us behind. Well, we're not. We're redeeming that, and we're looking forward to a opportunity to, in a fresh way, just launch ahead into what God has for Grace Church. Church family, do love you. Excited to see you this morning, and it's going to be a good day.